Ladies and gentlemen, let me start by saying this growth isn't easy. It's not supposed to be. It's uncomfortable. It's messy. It challenges everything you think you know about yourself. But let me ask you this, when has anything truly worth having ever come easy? When has comfort ever taught you the lessons that shaped you? Growth is hard because it's meant to transform you, and transformation is never without its struggles. Growth is uncomfortable because it challenges you to leave behind the familiar and step into the unknown, which is where true transformation occurs. The familiar is a place of comfort, a safe haven where you feel secure in what you know and how you operate. But staying there means stagnation. It means you're living the same day over and over, mistaking routine for progress. Growth asks you to move beyond that safety, and that's why it feels so unsettling. When you decide to grow, you're making a choice to venture into uncharted territory. This could mean pursuing a new goal, learning a new skill, or confronting aspects of yourself you've avoided. The moment you step into this space, you're met with uncertainty. You don't know what will happen, and that lack of control can be frightening. Your mind craves stability, but growth requires you to let go of the need for predictability. It's in this tension that transformation begins. Leaving behind the familiar also means letting go of old habits, beliefs, and ways of thinking that no longer serve you. This is one of the hardest parts of growth because those patterns often feel like a part of who you are. They've been with you for so long that they feel natural, even if they're holding you back. But you can't become someone new while clinging to the old. Growth forces you to examine these habits and decide which ones to release. This process can be painful because it requires honesty and self-awareness. You have to admit where you've been wrong, where you've settled, and where you've allowed fear to dictate your choices. Stepping into the unknown also means facing challenges that test your resolve. Growth is not a straight path. It's filled with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. These challenges are not there to defeat you. They are there to refine you. Every obstacle you encounter teaches you something about yourself. It reveals your strengths, your weaknesses, and your capacity to persevere. The discomfort you feel in these moments is a sign that you're stretching beyond your limits. It's proof that you're moving forward. This process also forces you to confront fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown, these are all natural responses to stepping out of your comfort zone. But growth demands that you face these fears head on. It doesn't mean the fear goes away, it means you learn to act despite it. Courage is not the absence of fear, it's the willingness to keep going in the face of it. Every time you choose to push through fear, you build confidence. You prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought, and that realization is transformative. The unknown is where possibilities live. When you stay in the familiar, you limit yourself to what you already know. But when you step into the unknown, you open yourself up to new opportunities, experiences, and ways of being. It's in this space that you discover what you're truly capable of. You realize that the limits you once believed in were self-imposed. The discomfort of the unknown is a small price to pay for the freedom and growth it offers. Growth also requires patience. It's not an overnight process. You won't see results immediately, and that can be frustrating. The discomfort of growth often comes from the waiting the period between where you were and where you want to be. This in-between space can feel like nothing is happening, but it's where the most important work is taking place. It's where you're learning, adapting, and building the foundation for lasting change. The reason growth feels so challenging is that it requires you to confront the parts of yourself that are resistant to change. These are the parts that tell you it's too hard, that you're not ready, or that it's safer to stay where you are. Growth asks you to silence those voices and move forward anyway. It asks you to trust in the process even when you can't see the outcome. True transformation occurs when you embrace the discomfort and see it as a necessary part of the journey. It's not something to avoid or resist, it's something to lean into. Discomfort is a sign that you're growing, that you're stepping out of the old and into the new. It's a signal that you're on the right path, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. Growth is uncomfortable because it's not just about achieving something external, it's about changing who you are on the inside. It's about becoming the person who can achieve those external goals. This internal shift is what makes growth so powerful, but also so challenging. It requires you to let go of what's easy and familiar in exchange for what's difficult and rewarding. It's a trade-off that's worth it, but it's not without its struggles. The discomfort of growth is also what makes it meaningful. If it were easy, it wouldn't have the same impact. The effort you put in, the challenges you overcome, and the lessons you learn along the way are what make growth so valuable. It's not just about the end result, it's about who you become in the process. The transformation that takes place within you is the real reward, and it's something no one can take away from you. Struggles and setbacks are essential parts of the growth process. They build resilience, strength, and character, shaping you into your fullest potential. Growth does not happen in a vacuum, nor does it come from a life without challenges. It is through adversity that we discover what we are truly made of. Struggles force us to confront our weaknesses, to push past our limits, and to find solutions to problems we never thought we could handle. They are the refining fire that removes impurities, leaving behind a stronger, more resilient version of ourselves. When you face a setback, it can feel like the end of the road. It can feel like everything you've worked for is slipping away. But in those moments, there's an opportunity, a chance to dig deep and figure out how to rise again. Resilience isn't something you're born with, it's something you build through repeated encounters with difficulty. Each time you get back up after falling, you're teaching yourself that you are stronger than you thought. You're proving that no matter how hard life gets, you have what it takes to keep going. Setbacks challenge your perspective. They force you to reevaluate your approach, your mindset, and sometimes even your goals. They make you question what you truly want and whether you're willing to fight for it. This process of questioning can feel uncomfortable, but it's necessary. It helps you refine your purpose and ensures that you're pursuing something meaningful. Without setbacks, you might continue down a path that isn't right for you, never stopping to assess whether it aligns with your values and vision. Struggles also teach you the value of patience. Growth is not a quick process, and neither is overcoming adversity. Sometimes you have to sit with the discomfort, with the uncertainty, and trust that the work you're putting in will pay off. This patience builds character. It teaches you to endure, to keep moving forward, even when progress seems slow or non-existent. It's in these moments that you develop the strength to face future challenges with a steady mind and an unwavering heart. Setbacks often reveal strengths you didn't know you had. When everything is going well, it's easy to rely on what's comfortable and familiar. But when life throws you a curveball, you're forced to adapt. You have to dig into reserves of creativity, determination, and grit that you might not have realized were there. These strengths become a part of you, shaping the way you approach future challenges. They give you confidence, not just in your abilities, but in your capacity to grow and evolve. Struggles also have a way of teaching humility. They remind you that you don't have all the answers and that sometimes you need help. Asking for support is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of wisdom. It's an acknowledgement that growth is not a solo journey. The people who stand by you in your struggles, who offer guidance and encouragement, become part of your story. Their presence enriches your life and reminds you of the importance of connection and community. Setbacks teach you to embrace failure as a teacher. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a stepping stone toward it. Each time you fail, you learn something valuable about the task at hand, about the world, and about yourself. Failure gives you the opportunity to improve, to adjust your strategy, and to come back stronger. It's not an end point, it's a starting point for growth. The sooner you learn to see failure in this light, the more willing you'll be to take risks and pursue your goals with courage. Struggles also build empathy. When you've faced hardship, you're more likely to understand and relate to the struggles of others. This empathy makes you a better friend, leader, and human being. It deepens your connections with those around you and gives you a sense of purpose beyond your own achievements. You start to see your struggles as a way to not only grow yourself, but also to inspire and uplift others. Resilience, strength, and character are not built in moments of ease, they are forged in the fire of adversity. Each time you face a struggle and choose to keep going, You're strengthening these qualities within yourself. They become the foundation upon which you build your life, enabling you to face even greater challenges in the future. Struggles and setbacks also remind you of the value of perseverance. They show you that success is not about never falling, it's about getting back up every time you do. Perseverance is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up too soon. It's the determination to keep moving forward no matter how difficult the journey becomes. This mindset, cultivated through struggle, is one of the most powerful tools you can have in life. Overcoming adversity also gives you a deeper appreciation for the moments of success. When you've worked hard, when you've fought through setbacks and struggles, the victories mean so much more. They're not just achievements, they're symbols of your growth, of the person you've become in the process. The struggles make the triumphs sweeter, the milestones more meaningful. Struggles and setbacks are not obstacles to growth, they are the path to it. They force you to confront the parts of yourself that need to change and to embrace the process of becoming. They show you that you're capable of more than you ever imagined, and that no challenge is too great when you approach it with resilience and determination. They are the tests that shape your character, the battles that build your strength, and the experiences that teach you the value of perseverance and courage. Loving the journey of growth means appreciating small victories, staying connected to your purpose, and seeing discomfort as a sign of progress. Growth is not always about dramatic changes or monumental achievements. It's often found in the tiny incremental steps you take every day. These small victories may seem insignificant at first, but they are the foundation of lasting progress. When you celebrate these moments, you build momentum. You give yourself the encouragement to keep going, even when the path ahead feels long and uncertain. It's easy to overlook small wins in the pursuit of big goals. You might tell yourself that you'll only feel successful when you reach a certain milestone, but this mindset can rob you of joy and motivation along the way. Every time you make an effort, no matter how small, you're moving closer to your goals. Whether it's waking up earlier, completing a task, or learning something new, these actions matter. They are proof that you are committed to growth, and they deserve recognition.